Okay, today's topic is about creating grass. I mean, realistic grass by using Arnold, and the option which we gonna use is called as a Xgen. Xgen is basically used for creating the hairs for the characters mainly. Okay, let's start from the basic. So you guys be able to do the grass materials, come kind of stuffs in that. I'll just take a plane for this. Okay, you can change the workspace. Defaultly it will be in the classic. Just go for the Xgen interactive groom. Okay, in this section the layers gets changes over here. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna create the Xgen. Okay, Xgen is not a polygon, it's a not another effect. Okay, if you go for the in the modeling section, there's a option called generate. Okay, go for this. In this, go for the option called create interactive groom. Before select the object, just go for it. You can see this kind of a kind of a brown color material. If you create a light, you can just render it and see how it looks. I'll create a sky dome for this. Okay, I'll just render this. You can see something like a fiber kind of thing is over there, right? Now we're gonna place some settings to convert it as a grass. Okay, this can be used for your exterior designs like buildings, kind of creating a farm, agriculture things can be used for those things. Okay, where this, I'll go for outline. I just select the description. This is the material. It should be visible over here. Why it's not looking over here? Okay, let me create it again. Just create the light and just keep this. The option should be visible over here. I don't know why it's not visible now. Xgen materials. It's not visible. Some options should be visible over here. Let me check. Let me delete the preferences once. I don't know what is happening. Go for the documents in this Maya 19 preferences. Just delete this. I'll just remove this. Okay, let me create now. Create a light. Create a plane. description. I'll go for the options once. I'll just reset any kind of things can be created. Yeah, I got this now. I'll just change this to the interactive. So this was the option what was not visible. Okay, it came back. If any option is not visible or it's not appearing, just delete the preferences. You'll get back into it. Okay. If you render it now, it comes in the. It something looks like this. The quality is low. That's why it's looking like this. Let's fix it out later. Okay. Now in this description, if you see in the description section, there's a plus mark. If you press on this, you have multiple of options. I mean, three options are present in this. One is sculpt, scale, and the description. Let's see one by one. Okay, the first thing I'll be looking at the scale. Scale means increasing the height and decreasing the length of the Xgen. Okay, there's an option called scale. The default it will be the one. Just if you want, you can just increase and see. You can see the it's getting increased. I'll just increase for 2.5 is enough for me. But we can see this kind of Xgen is a little bit thickness. We want to reduce the thickness because grasses doesn't have so kind of strong kind of um, material, right? So let's make it let's make it thin. For making thin, just go for a description base. No, not for description base. Yeah, description with the first option. Okay, the starting. The bottom is the description base. I don't want to go for the base. I just want to go for a description. Okay, go for that. The first option, you have multiple options in this. In the attribute section, you can see multiple options are present in this. In this description shape. Okay, in this option, go for the first option in the primitive attributes. In this width scale. Width scale means width, right? I want to decrease the thickness of the Xgen. The default it is in the 100. I don't want to make it as 100. Just give it as a 0.02 is enough. I mean 20. Now you can see the difference. You can see the thickness has been got reduced, right? But we can see the gaps. We won't fill the gaps now. Means I want to create more uh, grasses. Okay. So to create more grasses, just go for the base of the description. In this, you can increase the counts of the grass. Okay. In the first option called density multiplier, just increase this. I'll just increase for 5. See, it got increased. There's no gap. Let me take a yeah. I'll take a snapshot for the preview. Okay, now I'll just make it as a 5000. You can see the difference, right? He got more grasses. Okay, but the realistic grass doesn't see like it's in the same level, right? If you see the height of this, I'll just reduce. Just change the angle and just render it. You can see it's has a same kind of height, but the realistic grass doesn't have the same height, right? It is like of a random noisy kind of a thing. One has a height, one has a less height, right? So we need a kind of realistic kind of a grass now. So what we're gonna do is there's an option called in the Xgen interactive groom editor, add modifier. In this modifier you have couple of options. I'll show you one by one. Means the main options which you're gonna use for this is called as a noise. I'll show you. Okay, for the grass, I'll select the description. You have to select the description first. Okay, then go for the add modifier. Okay, in this I'm going to use the effect called noise. This can be used for creating kind of a grass effect. I'll take this snapshot of this one. This was the previous one. After adding the noise, just select the noise, go for the attribute editor. Okay, in this, the fragrance and the magnitude you can play in this. If you increase the fragrance, magnitude changes the directions of the Xgen. You can see the difference. I'll show. See, you got this. Before it was not having so much of changes. The more magnitude you increase, it gets changes. So just see. It can be used for the hairs for a character also. It can be used for creating like a grass, or you can create for a carpet. Depends, not just for the only for the grass or something. It can be used for a fabric texture kind of things. It can be used. Even you can create a cottons or something that. I'll just take a snapshot so I can see the difference. You can see now, right? It gets different. Now you got the kind of grass material. Let's, if you want to change the colors of the grasses, to change the colors, where is it? You have to go for the hyper shaders. You can see this option. Okay, display hyper shader window. Or if you want to go for the main menu, go for the windows. In this rendering editor, in this hyper shade, go for this. In this, there's an option called hair physical, right? In this option you can change the colors. I'll just minimize it because you got in the attribute editor itself. All this, the options are same. You can check if you want. The options are same in this. Okay, diffuse. There's the two colors in the diffuse part. One is called as a root color and the tip color. Alright, root color means, I'll show you the difference how it looks. The root means the bottom part. If you want to change the color of the bottom part, you can change by using the root colors. For example, I'll just make it as a red. You can see, means the base part gets changes in this. Okay, so the tip means the top. I'll make it as a green, so you can see the changes. The bottom part is red and the top has a green color, right? What let me change this. I'll add a material for the polygon. I'll add the Lambert, the default color. In this, I'll just change it as a. Now I just want to create the. I'll select this. I want to create is like a grass material. So yeah, even the polygon should be the same color so it looks matchable. I'll just name it as a ground, GROUND. Okay, and you got kind of a green color texture material on this. I'll just reduce this. And another thing is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'll come back to this. Okay. I have changed both the colors, but you can see kind of a gray color as it has been added on the grasses, right? I want to change this color. If you go down, you have primary highlights and the secondary highlights. This colors gives the kind of a shade. Presently, the primary colors has a white kind of color. I just make it as a green, so it comes back. Let me show you. I'll take a snapshot so you can see the changes. I'll just make it as a green. See, this color is a little bit quite different, and you got something like a browny color. It's not real brown or something. It's like a kind of. For this is as a secondary highlight colors. If you want to change in this, you can change in this also. So you can see the see. If you change everything as a green, it looks like a greenish. I don't want to make it as a greenish, so what I'm gonna do is on the secondary highlight color, let me make it as a maroon or something like a light reddish or something. Hmm. I think this is okay. Yeah, you can bend the plane and you can add the material on this. It's possible. You got kind of a noise effect in this. Let me increase the quality of the render so it looks a little bit good. Just go for the render settings, go down in the comment section, the image size, make it as a HD 1080 as a full HD. Sorry, I'll reduce the size because it fills the whole screen. And I'll go for the render settings again. In the Arnold render, I'll increase the diffuse phi, speculative phi, emission phi, and the volume indirect phi, because if you need high quality of image, you have to increase the samples of this, so your image quality looks good. It takes time, but you can have a nice quality of image in this. Let me say this. Yeah. What you get a kind of realistic, not realistic, I mean a good kind of a texture of grasses in this, so it looks good also. And After creating the grasses, if you want to show as an environment, I'll go for the I select the dome light, go for the intensity, in the color, go for a checker box, load the image of HDRI image. I think you guys remember that it I taught in the classes. And I'll go for the downloads. I have downloaded the image of HDR image, and this, let me check. uh, Not this, where is it? Yeah, I think this will be good. Let's compare this grass to the image one. I think it's has a different colors, right? This is too dark in art. Let's change the color now. Oh my god, it's too sweaty for me. Okay, I'll stop the render. Go for the hyper shaders. Select the hair of hair physical. Now I want to take the same color. Select the color. I'll take the sample of this. I'll select this color. Let's see now. If you want to download this kind of images, HDR image or textures, basically, I'll show you a website which I recommend for you guys. Textures.com. Textures. I'll put it in the description also, so you guys can check this. TXT. What the? Sorry, I think TXT. Textures.com. Oh, what the hell, man? Uh, yeah, textures.com. You can go for this. In this, you have plenty of multiple of textures in this. For example, if you want to latest textures which they have uploaded, you can see the how the preview looks when you add the textures in this. See, you'll be adding the HDRI images also. If you want to download this for particularly, go down. These are the previews. Don't download these colors of images. You can just touch and see how it looks. See, see. Go down, go down, go down, go down, and for example, if you want to add this material, select this. You can go for, you can download. You have some of the free things. You have to sign this. I have the account before itself. If you want to download the image, I'll show you once again. HD HDRI skies. If you want to download this, just select this. Yeah, select this. For the size of 1024, you can get the free. You can just download this. You get download. Suppose if you want to download the high quality of image, you have to pay for this. I mean, there are some dollars of things to pay. It's not necessary, I think so, for the student guys. For the professional, they used to purchase this. You can see the preview how it looks to adding the materials. If you add on the glasses, it looks something like this. In the chromo, in the marble, wooden, the walls. You can check this website. It's useful for you guys. I'll put in the description also. Okay. You have everything, animals, I mean textures. You can see all kind of textures are available in this. Okay, you can add the images in this. Okay, you saw the how to create a texture. Suppose if you want to add, create kind of a fabric, like a woolen sweater or jacket or something. I'll just show you how to do it. I'll just create a new scene now. Suppose you can not just adding in the plane, you can add it on the cylinders or something. It will be applied to all the polygons. I'll just delete this because I'm not gonna render in the bottom part. I'll just delete this. Go for the generate create interactive chrome, and this basically it looks like this. I mean, it gets a thickness of grasses. uh, Reduce the thickness. Go for the description. Width scale 0.02 is enough, and if you want to increase of the count, density multiplier, I'll make it as a 6000. I mean, this is not filling the gaps, so I'll make it as a 20,000 for me. Even this is not filling the gaps. I will increase the height, so yeah, just groom kind of thing. I'll add the light intensity. I think HDR image is not necessary for this. Let's see how it looks. If you want to make it as a hat, it looks like a hat, woolen hat or something. It's like a fabric hair or something. There's a gap over there. Let it be. It's no, it's not so important. Density, I'll make it as a 50,000. Let's see. Even this is not. Yeah, I've given 100, so it covers little bit of it, and you can make it as a black, so it looks like a hair. Okay, it can be added for any object. For example, if you want to make it as a hair, let me take a head portion. This, if you want to add this, you have to select the particular faces. Oh my, I'll just show you the particular portions of this. See, you got the hairs. I did the previous one. I'll just select this scale. I'll increase it a little bit of it. If you want to make it as a African kind of hair, just increase the width scale. See, you'll get kind of a hair. Let me change the color of this. Go for the upper shader again. I think the second one, and make it as a black. Hmm. Gonna just create something like this. So I'll just decrease the width scale. 0. That is enough. Yeah, now it's a little bit. I'll make it as 60. I'll increase the height and go for the description, add, modify. In this you can check each and every options individually. Okay, let me take this clump. I think it got stuck because Xgen generates more of uh, GPU. See, your head gets like a spiky kind of style if you give this the first option, the clump. If it's not there, it should be individual. If you add this, it takes time to generate. See, it changes over here. You can go for the clump, you can change this. the variations. You can split the hairs, like a split hairs and all. I'll show you by increasing the height of it. I think this is too height, we can't see. Let me reduce. Yeah, see, it gets like a split hair. Choppy kind of a grass. It can be great for grasses also. See, clamp volume, just you can just enable it. You can check these options, it will be good. I'll show you how it looks when it gets rendered. I'll come back to the normal. Just delete this. Let me add another one. Collision. I have to check this option. I think I've never used this. Let me try. Cutting displacement, the guidance randomly will be created. You can check one by one. Again, this for the grasses you can add the noise so it looks like a grass itself. Okay. Suppose if you want to add it on the cloth, like a woolen or something kind of dress, I'll show you how to do it in that also. I'll go for the cloth. I'll take this. I think this is short, right? I need kind of a jacket kind of object. I think this is okay. Yeah, I'll add to this. This is the previous one. Oof. Let the height of the Xgen be the same. Let's increase the multiplier of density. So it took very far away. This will take time. Oh my god. I think it got crashed or something. Okay, got crash. Uh, hmm. I select the object because it's a little bit of shininess. You can see in this, I don't want this shininess. I'll make it as a Lambert, the default one of Maya. You can see the fabric, but it should be a little bit of thickness. I mean, like a what is it? I'll increase the height of width. It's because we need kind of a thickness. We want to cover this gaps and all. This is taking time. It takes time because Xgen's it takes too much of memory to use this. I think 1.2 4 15. Yeah, it's like a woolen kind of jacket or something. Disco jacket. What do you mean by disco jacket? Yeah, that's a woolen kind of sweater. If you want to create also, you can do it in this. I'm just showing the methods which can be used for this. If you want to change the colors, you can change. Okay, you can use for your exterior designs. You can create kind of a grasses. In that you can place your trees by using the speed tree of softwares. For example, farmhouses. Suppose if you want to create something like this kind of grasses, you can create and you can show your exterior designs. It would be good to see also. See, you can show your exterior designs by this. See, creating your grasses, you can place it. For to create this kind of plant, you can take a sphere. In that sphere you can just create the Xgen in the different colors, and you can create the ground. You can place it on the top so it looks like a plant or something. Okay, and the trees you guys know how to create in the speed tree. I taught you guys, and I taught you how to bring it to the Maya and place it and give the materials for those things also. If you have any doubt in that, you can just text me. Okay, it will be useful to create the hairs for the air conditions. For if you want to um, make it as a stylish kind of hairs, like for a female part, long hairs. For others will be a different part, but for this to creating grasses for environment modeling, this is enough, right? If you have any doubt, just message me. Okay, you can use in the exterior part of your designs. I've given you exterior modeling for you guys. I mean street modeling. None of them has not been completed. Let me give another 1 day of time for you guys to complete your assignments. Let's see. Thank you guys.